Nobody plans for their retirement to get smaller. It doesn't happen overnight. It happens quietly. A little less energy, a little less curiosity, a little less connection with other people. And one day, life just feels narrower. It's not worse, it's not tragic, it's just smaller, it seems. You're doing fine. The bills are paid, the house is quiet, the calendar isn't stressful anymore, but something feels different. Retirement, it doesn't collapse, it just contracts. So today I want to talk about 5 ways that happens and how you can stop it before it does. Number 1, your world gets smaller than it needs to be. This one happens first. At the beginning of retirement, freedom feels huge. There's no alarm clock, there's no meetings, no deadlines. But folks, over time, freedom can quietly turn into a routine. Some examples. Same grocery store, same restaurants, same 3 friends that you've always had, the same chair in the living room, same TV schedule. Nothing's wrong with routine, but if your life starts repeating too perfectly, it slowly narrows. And here's the subtle danger. When the experiences shrink, perspective shrinks. You stop being surprised. You stop being stretched. And when you're not stretched, you shrink. So how do you stop it? It's not overwhelming. 1 new activity per quarter. Folks, that's just 4 things a year. Some examples. Take a photography class. Join a walking group, maybe. Try a new church or community group. Learn to cook 1 international cuisine. How about visiting a nearby town you've never been to explore? And then try 1 new conversation per week. That could be talk to someone new at church. Strike up a conversation at the gym. Invite somebody you only kind of know out for a cup of coffee. And then 1 small challenge per month. Nothing dramatic, just slightly uncomfortable. Because folks, growth, it doesn't require chaos, it requires friction. Retirement should feel spacious, not repetitive. Number 2, comfort replaces curiosity. This one's sneaky. Comfort, it isn't bad. After 40 years of working, you've earned some comfort. But too much comfort, it's going to start replacing curiosity. You start saying no automatically. Oh, that's too much hassle. Maybe next year. I'm too old for that. That's not really my thing anymore. And those tiny no's, they start to add up. Curiosity keeps life expanding. Comfort keeps it contained. Examples? Let's bring it back to life. You've always wanted to travel alone, but you never book it. You thought about starting a small side project, but you talk yourself out of it. You want to learn technology, but you say, I'm not very good at that. You avoid a hard conversation with a friend or even a family member. Each avoided stretch makes your world safer and smaller. So how do you stop it? Simple rule. 1 uncomfortable action per week. It could be sign up for something. Ask a deeper question. Maybe try a new skill. Go somewhere alone. Speak up when you normally stay quiet. And learn 1 new thing each month. It doesn't matter what it is. Learn to dance. Take up martial arts. Learn a language. Editing videos. How about using new tech? Investing strategies. You could try that. Gardening at a deeper level, maybe. Learning keeps your brain expanding. And when your brain expands, your life does too, folks. Retirement, it isn't the end of growth. It's the freedom to choose. Number 3, your health quietly limits your options. Most retirees, they don't wake up one day and say, I don't want to travel anymore. They wake up and say, I just don't have the energy anymore. Energy determines your options. When energy drops, travel shrinks, your social life shrinks, your confidence shrinks, even your patience shrinks. And suddenly, your world contracts again. Not because you chose it, but because your body made the choice for you. Here's the empowering part, though. You don't need extreme fitness. You need functional strength. How to stop it? Walk daily, even 20 to 30 minutes at a time. Lift something twice a week. Try some weights, resistance bands, body weight. Stretch regularly. Schedule your checkups, folks. Hydrate better than you think you need to. You know, you're not training for a marathon. You're protecting your options, because retirement feels big when you can say yes physically. You know, health isn't about looking young. It's about staying capable. Number 4, you stop feeling needed. This one hits hard, really. It does. For decades, people needed you. Your boss, your co-workers, your employees needed you. Your clients needed you. Your kids, they definitely needed you. Then one day, they don't. There's no more urgent calls, no more deadlines, no more people depending on you. And at first, that feels pretty peaceful. Then it can feel empty. Purpose shrinks. Meaning shrinks. And meaning is what makes life feel wide open. People don't actually want to be rich. They want to matter. How do you stop it? Be intentional about usefulness. Mentor somebody younger. Maybe volunteer. Teach a skill to somebody. Maybe help a nonprofit. Watch your grandkids on purpose, not by default. Join a board. Start a small project that serves someone. You know, when someone benefits from you, your world expands also. Folks, you don't retire from mattering. Number 5, you play smaller than you have to. Somewhere along the way, society told us that retirement means winding down. Smaller house, smaller goals, smaller risks, smaller dreams. But why? Folks, you finally have the time, the experience, the wisdom, the perspective, fewer distractions in your life. This could be the biggest chapter yet. But many retirees, they default to, well, I'm retired now. As if that's a ceiling. It's not, folks. It's a launch pad. Here's how to stop it. Plan something slightly bigger this year. Not unrealistic, not reckless, just bigger. Some examples: take a 2-week trip instead of a 3-day trip. Write the book you've been talking about for years. Start the YouTube channel that you might want to start. Building something meaningful. Getting in the best shape of your life, folks. Learning something that intimidates you. And set one meaningful goal. Not busy, but meaningful. Because busy shrinks, purpose expands. Retirement, it's not the end of expansion. It's the freedom to choose it. You know, retirement, it doesn't shrink because of age. It shrinks because of drift. Drift is quiet. You don't notice it. You don't fight it. You just slowly adapt to it. But once you see it, you can stop it, folks. The goal isn't to make retirement busy. It's to make it feel big, spacious, connected, capable, alive, really. You know, a retirement that feels big isn't about money. It's about expansion. And expansion is still available to you. So if this kind of reflection helps you think differently about retirement, subscribe to my channel. We don't chase hype here. We build calm, capable lives, folks. Thanks for spending some of your time with me here today, and I'll see you in the next video.